Hi guys, welcome back to Planet Mithril. My name is Mithril, and today in my series of Battlefield Basics, the series that shows you how to get that pile of shame painted up looking super awesome for the table in no time at all. And I am today tackling one of the two comedic duo from the Fellowship. That's right, I'm talking Meriadoc Brandybuck. That's right, I'm moving on to the two other daft comedic hobbitses from the Fellowship now, and starting, of course, with Master Meriadoc Brandybuck. Have I done this based on age, height, or the fact that he was the closer one on the desk at the time? That's for you to decide. I'll be using a base shade layer method to really dial in those characteristic tones of Meri from the Fellowship and bring the vibrancy to his jacket, waistcoat, all grounded with browns and earthy tones over his hair and trousers. I'll be working my Meriadoc off a black undercoat which I've applied with Chaos Black Spray prior to painting. Brush is ready guys, let's get to it. I'm starting off with that trusted faithful, giving the face, hands and hobbit feet a base coat using Bugmans Glow. All the skin now is being shaded down using Reikland Fleshshade. With this dry, and the skin shaded back really nicely, I'm taking some Cadian Fleshtone and just layering up the face, hands and feet, leaving the shade showing in the recesses to provide instant facial recognition and definition across all areas. Leaving all the hair on the head and feet, as well as his yellow waistcoat now, a base coat using Steel Legion Drab, tackling these at the same time to save time on the shading. These areas are now all being shaded back using Agrax Earthshade. I'm going over all the hair now and highlighting using Tallarn Sand, picking up the strands and texture of the hair to try and create some definition. Again, the plastic sculpts can be a challenge at this stage, so just take your time and be as precise as possible. His waistcoat now is being layered up with Zamesi Desert, leaving some Agrax Earthshade showing in the creases, down by the hem and blocking out his more exposed chest. Meri's outer jacket now is being given a base coat using Caliban Green, a nice rich base tone to mirror his look from the films. His jacket is now being shaded using Biel-tan Green. This will subtly shade but also strengthen the vibrant green tone and make the next highlight a little bit less stark. I'm taking some Warpstone Glow now and applying this as a highlight to the lining and upper folds and creases of Merry's jacket now. As this is quite the tonal jump from the Caliban, you'll notice the addition of the Biel-tan shade will just help soften the transition and unify the whole look just a little bit more. This cloak now is being base coated using Waaagh Flesh. This will need a few coats to get a nice, crisp, smooth finish over the black undercoat. When you're happy with the tone of the cloak, it's time to apply a shade using Athonian Camoshade, breaking up any pooling over the larger, flatter curves and moving this into the recessed folds. I'm layering up the shape and body of the cloak now using Loren Forest, focusing on building in movement through the material and letting the shades sit in the recesses to create authentic shading and definition. His trousers, backpack and the straps over the shoulders, yes, I missed those myself here, are being base coated using Rhinox Hide. The trousers and leathers now are being shaded down using Agrax Earthshade. In turn, the trousers, bags and straps now are being given a highlight using Doombull Brown. His sword and any buckles and details over the rucksack are being picked out using Leadbelcher. His tactical rock, grasped firmly in his hand, is being picked out carefully now using Mechanicus Standard Grey. Sword and stone are both being given a targeted shade using Nuln Oil. With the blade then being highlighted up using Stormhost Silver. And the edging of the stone being given a quick highlight now using Dawnstone. Finally, the buttons down the front of the waistcoat and cloak fastening are being carefully picked out using Balthazar Gold. Another brave and courageous hobbit finished from my Battlefield Basics journey through the Fellowship. You really can learn everything about their kind, and yet after all this time, they can still surprise you in their paint schemes. Now that's all that's left is to base Master Meriadoc, and you can see how I've done that in my 5-minute bases playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell to make sure you never miss a Mythril upload. And once again, thank you so much to all our patrons. Your support is so greatly appreciated and helps us keep doing what we're doing. But until next time guys, take care, and as always, happy hobbying.